Peace be with you, my brother, my sister. This is Mommy E, your favorite grandma. To my Muslim brothers and sisters, I wish you a Ramadan Mubarak. I hope that your Ramadan is a fulfilling spiritual experience for you this year. Today's reaction is about, did Jesus really say, I am God? I am kinda interested in this topic because of so many reactions and comments that I got in my videos. So, guys, let's check this out and see what does this say. One, two, three.
Jesus never said, I am God. You may have heard this statement from a Muslim friend, religious skeptic, or family member at dinner. Are they right? Well, kind of yes and kind of no. Let's take a few moments to unravel what Jesus really said about himself in the Bible.
Okay.
In John chapter 5, Jesus says, My Father is always at work to this very day, and I too am working. After stating this, the Jewish leaders tried to kill him because in calling God his own Father, Jesus was making himself equal with God. He was claiming to be the unique Son of God.
Okay,
In the
so
New
there's a
Testament,
claim.
Jesus uses the term my Father as a direct and unmistakable declaration of his sonship.
Okay.
In verse 23, he claims that the Son and the Father receive the same type of honor, stating, so that all may honor the Son, just as they honor the Father. 3 verses later, he claims to possess life as the Father does. Just as the Father has life in himself, so also he gave to his Son the possession of life in himself. Moving to the Gospel of Matthew, in chapter 11, Jesus claims a direct relationship to God the Father, saying, No one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, asserting the shared knowledge he has with the Father. When in chapter 16, Peter states, You are Christ, the Son of the living God. Jesus not only accepts the titles, but calls Peter blessed, because his declaration had been revealed to him by my Father who is in
So
heaven.
it's like an affirmation.
Jesus claims eternal existence in John chapter 8, verse 58, when he says, Truly, truly, I say to you, before Abraham was born, I am. Here Jesus has echoed the language of deity, the same words by which God revealed himself to Moses from the burning bush in Exodus 3, verse 14. To the Jews, this was clearly blasphemy, for they knew that in doing so, Jesus was again claiming to be God. Later in John 10, verse 30 to 33, Jesus explicitly told the Jews, I and the Father are one. Again, the Jews picked up stones to stone him, but Jesus said to them, I have shown you many great miracles from the Father. For which of these do you stone me? We are not stoning you for any of these, replied the Jews, but for blasphemy, because you, a mere man, claim to be God.
Claim to be God.
In the Sanhedrin trial of Jesus recorded in Mark 14, Caiaphas the high priest asked him, Are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed One? I am, said Jesus. And you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven. Those unfamiliar with the Old Testament writings might miss the importance of that statement, but Caiaphas and the council clearly knew that in saying he was the Son of Man, who would come on the clouds of heaven, Jesus was delivering a clear reference to the Son of Man in Daniel's prophecy in Daniel 7. He was not only claiming to be the pre-existent sovereign of the universe, but also foretelling that he would prove his claim by judging the very court that was now condemning him. Further, in combining Daniel's prophecy with David's proclamation in Psalm 110, Jesus was claiming that he would sit upon the throne of Israel's God and share God's very glory. This was an unmistakable claim to deity. This was the height of blasphemy, and so they all condemned him as worthy of death, as recorded in Mark 14:64 and 65. Throughout the Gospels, Jesus also declared his deity through his claims of authority. He announced, I am the Good Shepherd, a title the Old Testament assigned to God. He claimed to be the judge of all people, a task only God performs. He called himself the bridegroom, a role God played with Israel. He forgave sins, but only God can forgive sins. He assumed equal authority with God and even encouraged prayer in his name. He also invited people to believe in him for salvation. None of the great leaders, teachers, or prophets in the history of Israel ever offered salvation in their own name. Appearing blasphemous, it was only Jesus who made this appeal of faith, because he was claiming to be God. In reading through the rest of the New Testament, one can see that the title of God is certainly connected to Jesus. In many places, the authors refer to Jesus in ways that can only apply to God, calling him eternal, even though there is only one eternal God. The creator of all things, though there is only one creator. Present everywhere, though there is only one omnipresent God, and receives worship from people and angels, even though the Old Testament prohibits worshiping anyone other than God. Because each of these characteristics can only be said of God, then clearly the authors of the New Testament also believed Jesus was God. Christians believe that at the heart of the doctrine of Christ's deity is God's loving self-sacrifice for us. That salvation rests not in a man like us, but in a God who became like us in order to redeem us from our sins. So while Jesus never explicitly uses the phrase, "I am God," he is consistently portrayed in all of the Gospels as one who speaks and acts as God. And if such is the case, then we are all faced with C.S. Lewis's famous imperative in Mere Christianity. You must make a choice. Either this man was and is the Son of God, or else a madman or something worse. After Jesus asked, "Who do people say that I am?" he asked an even more significant question, "But who do you say that I am?" The answer to this question each person must decide for themselves.
Brother, sister, these recent videos that I made about my reaction to Muslim videos, the common question that is always brought up is, did Jesus say, "I am God"? So, when I came across with this video, I decided to make a reaction to this. And we have watched this, and I will not make any more reaction about what has been said in the video. It is up to you, my viewer, to decide according to the conclusion of the video. It is up to you who Jesus is. The only thing that I want to add after watching this video and after remembering everything that I have studied about the life of Jesus in the Bible is the question, why did Jesus only implied, not explicitly say that statement? And I tried to put myself in the person of Jesus living in that time. You see, when Jesus started his public life, he made miracles and he taught in public places, and people were drawn to him. His disciples multiplied in numbers. That was a big spectacle for many people, especially to the authorities in the government and in Jerusalem. For them, especially among the Jews, he was a threat. That was the reason why they were always watching what Jesus does and always on the watch what Jesus teaches. I saw Jesus sticking only to his teachings and to everything that had to be done. The healing of the sick and the driving out of demons. I see it that he did not have to promote the ire of the chief priests, the scribes, and the Pharisees, because everything that he says were already compounded and they were already convinced that Jesus was claiming to be God. And all his actions and everything that he says are tantamount to the statement, I am God. So, for me, as an ordinary person, ordinary learner here, that is my simple reaction. So, brother, sister, if you like my video, please give me a big thumbs up and thank you for watching. And if you are not subscribers yet, please hit that subscribe button. And see you on my next reaction.